Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready?
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check. No. 40.
And incomplete to open things up. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
You got tight.
To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, check. You don't want none. Check, 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 check. Big dash.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Check, 47. I got it. Check.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check safety. Rush in.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Slam. Let him go.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. 39. Out. Check. 51. Sub. Check out.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready. 53 is the mic. I'm coming. 20. Check 43. Hey, white. Get up.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. He's got Sanu. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Ready. Check. 51. Sub. 10. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They'll run here with Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Got it. Let's go right here. 51, sub.
Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 7-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want empty. You don't want no.
Now wins. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Not today, you want. Not today. Sunday.
Pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Let's go, tighten up.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 21. Kill.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Gotta go.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the Eagles' 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby. Patchy. Jim.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Hey, Rip 5-2, come here. Here.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the backer.
Sunday.
29 is the Mike 29. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 6 got
Great 57. What's that?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
easy work.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll throw on first down to Bryant. This complete to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's the way.
Now Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
51. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And a pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All day, all day. 53 to Mike. 50.
Hey, Delta.
53. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we
Got it.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the 1st half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Running with Howard. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Howard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Fresno.
Hey, stand.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant.
Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7, Eagles 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
20.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
22.
Switch gears. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ryan now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Express.
Hey, alert 3. Slam. Sponge. No. Bang.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Alshon Jeffrey, so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike
82, 82.
Crawl all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Howard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Ford, don't you?
29 is the Mike 29. We got to get the ball, D.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. It's caught by Aguilar. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Check.
Hey, empty. Listen.
Back to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
57. Great 15. X3. What's that?
Into the red zone. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first NFL reception goes for 6. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Got. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
52, Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Stop your whining. Mike 52. Coming.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Hey, 59, ready.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
All right, 25.
Now Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey.
What, 58? Watch out.
Here's Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. Yeah, Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a second time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Base. Hey, check.
52, right 52. So we got man. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Back, 20.
Watch the ship. Hey.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Kill.
Hey, quick clear.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Alert.
11.
Check 24. Check 99. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Gun. 51, Sam.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. You can't block me.
49, check 49.
Tight dog.
Let him go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Bryan is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
59. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Silver.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off around the 41. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our